Welcome back. We are here looking at the cryptocurrency market, and this is going to be my daily forecast for Thursday, July 15, 2021. If you like to support the channel, you can hit the subscribe button down here in the corner, hit the like button and the bell button to see our newest videos, and we'll start by looking at Bitcoin. And as you can see, we have rallied a little bit today. We did fall all the way down to 31K and 31.5K. And yes, this is just drifting lower, even though we have a minor pullback today. There's just not that momentum here that we saw back in the days, only a few months ago, to be fairly honest. So every time it fell significantly, there was major buy-ins. We saw it here, and then it continued all the way up to 64K, and then this just fell apart. So if there is news, it's usually just bad news about this market, and that is not helping whatsoever. So the hype that was driving this market is nearly completely gone at this point. You can see that MACD is about to cross the signal line, indicating bearish momentum. Stochastic is bearish, and RSI is flat. Still a lot of room to the downside. If 30K breaks, then we are going to visit 28K, 25K, and probably 20K. And after that, this will drop substantially lower to the downside. In order to go back towards the all-time highs, then we have to basically break above the 200 moving average, and that looks very, very, very far off. We have a crossing here of the 50 and the 200. Last time we did this cross, we had to go all the way back here, and then we had this rally. So this may take a massive, basically a long time, probably 1 or 2 years before we ever go crossing back. These two will cross again. So let's look at Ethereum. So this has, it fell down towards 1850, give or take, and then it rallied a little bit. We're still underneath the 200 moving average. We have the 20 exponential moving this way, 50 moving this way. It will probably be in next 2 to 3 weeks, and we'll have a crossing between the 50 and the 200, and then this will most likely drop all the way down to the 300 moving average at 1500, and probably after that to 1000. If Bitcoin drops, which is looking very likely at this point, then it will drag the entire market with it. So this has basically the same trend as Bitcoin, and most other cryptocurrency will as well have the same trend. So we have found the support down here at roughly 1700, and then the 300 moving average will come into play around 1500. Let's see, the MACD is crossing the signal line, indicating bearish momentum. Stochastic is bearish, and so is the RSI. So yes, people are not buying the dips at this current stage. So let's look at Cardano. So Cardano, very similar. We broke down towards 84, sorry, and then rallied a little bit. So we are up just a bit, but we have the 20 exponential just above, and that has acted as major resistance in the past. 200 moving average will most likely be tested sometimes this week or probably in the weekend, and that is roughly at $1. Break below that, then we'll head towards $1.09. We'll head towards the $1, and then all the way down to the 300 moving average at 0.77. Technical indicators are all very bearish at this current stage. So let's look at Litecoin. So Litecoin did also fall down towards roughly 120, and then it rallied, and now we're trading at 130. MACD is bullish in Litecoin. Stochastic is crossing the signal line, so we may see this rally up towards the 20, 300, or the 50 moving average, but it's not expected to go all the way down up towards the 200 moving average. It will still follow the trend of, for example, Bitcoin. If that starts dropping, then this drops very quickly to 100, and then probably the 50, and then lower than that. We have a crossing here at the 15 and 200, and that usually means that we have a long term going to see this drag out. We will eventually see rallies, but they will probably be sold into. So let's look at NEO. So very similar to Litecoin, we did drop down to $30, and now we're at $32. Middle of the Bollinger Band is offering resistance, so will the 20 exponential and as well will the 300 moving average. MACD is bullish at this point, stochastic is bearish, and the RSI is flat. So break below this candlestick here, which is at 25, that opens the door to 20, and then significantly lower than that. So Dogecoin. So Dogecoin is approaching the 200 moving average. We could see this a bounce off the 200 moving average when we get to that point, up towards the 20 exponential. So that's roughly at 0.17 up towards 0.22. If you look at technical indicators, they are all MACD is flat, stochastic is bearish, and the RSI is bearish as well. So break below that 200 moving average, that opens the door to the 300 at 0.11. And yes, momentum has completely vanished for this cryptocurrency, and it's probably just a matter of time before we break below 200 and head towards the 300 moving average. So, hope you find this helpful. You want to support the channel by subscribing, hit the like button and the bell button to see our news videos, and good luck and thank you very much.